everyone, to the Global Guided Meditation Call. This is Jared Rand. And this is at 3 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday, October 30th, 2018. I had some difficulty on my ClearPhone of coming on here. It would not accept my host code, which I find very strange. But then again, we just have strange things anyway. So we just send lots of love and we go from there. Today's, there's always something that we are, I guess you could say, we're sent off on another adventure, so to speak. But, you know, that's why I always believe in having as many backup scenarios as you can have, because you just never know. And you go with the flow. So, in today's meditation, remember that we've installed etherically around our shorelines on the planet, about 200 miles out, diffusers, these towers. They're kind of arcs. And when we have storms, whether natural or created, these arcs will rise and will energize with the plasma energy deep eternal love, and will neutralize or detune these disturbances on the planet. So you want to keep that in the forefront of your memory so that you can impose it anytime you choose. And it will diffuse the storms. These arcs are very large and they come out all protecting all the shorelines all around the planet. But I wanted to make that clear, kind of jog everybody's memory so that we can be aware, be clear on these energies that we have put forth. And remember, they're not in, they're in perpetual motion. So when we kind of rekindle or remember, we draw those up. It would probably be a good idea if everyone were to take some paper or a notepad and write down like the different enactments, engagements of our meditation so that you can refer back to them and resend whenever you want. That's a wealth of energies. Never to be repeated again, by the way. When I have these meditations, this information comes in and then it goes out. And I have people ask me, I don't remember. Today, and we concentrate a lot on this meditation. And it's all about, see, when you align yourself, when you're aligned, which means that you have all the wrinkles out and you're starched and ironed and you're flexible and you can move and you're in balance. You have a high enough vibrational frequency which is allowing you to expand, allowing you to be much happier, fluid, and I always refer back to the canoe on the river. You know, you go, you have that faith where you just let that river current take you, and you have faith and confidence without ego that everything's just going to be fine. It's not going to be an issue. So remember that each human, each being that you meet mean this with everyone. They're part of you, so they're reflecting something about you back to you. Okay? Think about that. They're part of you, so they're reflecting back to you something about you. And that's everybody. See? That's why, okay, if you've ever been in a situation where you have people and you say to yourself, you could be with one or a group, and I think we've all experienced this, where you're just not warmy and fudgy and everything with them. You just kind of like not want to be there, talking with them. You just kind of want to go away. So the reason for that is that they reflect back to you things that you don't really care about you. As much as we want to fight this, it's true. They reflect back to you things that you don't like about yourself. You see how important it is to balance yourself, to be honest with yourself, to be in love with yourself, deep eternal love, compassionate, caring, kind to yourself? Because these things where you're angry with yourself, or you self-sabotage, or you take things negatively, you beat yourself up. When you get around people that you cannot stop talking with, you feel so comfortable, you are with them, and you really don't want to leave. I'm sure we've all been in that situation where we just could talk for days and not even care. They reflect back to you things that you really enjoy about yourself. So why wouldn't you enjoy being with people like that? You don't enjoy being with the other ones who reflect things back to you that literally are things you don't like about yourself. That's why you're disturbed, irritated when you get around certain people, and why you're warm, friendly, and compassionate with other people, because they remind you of you. So you're in that comfort. And this energy is often the times where we will find a partner that we feel that way with. Why is that? Okay? And there's a key area here. And this meditation's about self. And when we should say reflection. It's reflection of ourselves, each other. So when you get with somebody like that, you're also attracted to things that they can teach you. This has always been a low ebb in relationships where they can teach you. You are always a student. You may be a teacher, but you always end up becoming the student. See? Buddha said that. Many ascended masters have followed that while they were in physical. So it is just a general understanding is that you're comfortable with someone, but you also learn from them. If you're with someone that you can't learn from, what does that tell you? Okay. We're always learning. So we always pair up with people that can teach us. That's what's so fascinating. So you take the good about that person because you feel comfortable with that person and you have common likes, interests, and so on and so forth. Then there's other things that you may not really go along with, but they can teach you things and you go with the flow. So you learn things, expand your horizons, and reach out. So important for us. So if you will, go to a place where you're going to be uninterrupted. And relax. Just let yourself go. Period. Let yourself just expand. And when you do this, you drop away all of your negativities, all of your confrontations with yourself, all of your stress factors, anxiety factors, uneasiness factors, lack of confidence factors, all of these things just drop away. They melt away. You're relaxed, you're floating, you're balanced. Then you breathe, and while I'm talking, you want to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you breathe in, you want to hold at 1001, 1002, 1003. And exhale. You want to do this about 6 times. As you inhale, you're breathing in divine positive energy. This divine positive energy is about reflections of you. What do you see in a reflection? You see you. Other things. You hold a mirror up. The reflection of who and what you are. Understanding that, everybody you come in contact with as you breathe this in should be treated with compassion, understanding, gentleness, caring, respect, honor, all of these things. Isn't it a good practice and a habit to get into? Isn't it? Where you are literally breathing in you and understanding that to the deepest part of your heart mind, that everyone is part of you, and that therefore you practice treating them and respecting them as you should be respecting and treating yourself. See? And you see the conflict that can occur between humans? There's the secrets right there. So as you breathe this in, you're getting a reinforcing breath of deep eternal love, bliss and happiness and joy within yourself, and you see that in others, or you respect that as well in others as they reflect you. You reflect them. And as you breathe out, you're breathing out all of the things that you criticize yourself for, all of the things that you believe negative, scathing, detrimental, hurtful, counterproductive, hateful. All of these things that you do yourself. Blow it out, let it go. Neutralize it. Bring in the purple transmuting flame, neutralize it, send it back to Central Sun, the great Central Sun, for repurposing. Just let it go. Now what we do is we go in through the heart mind, right through the sternum. We go in, deep and up, deep and up, deep and up. And we begin to realize that we're completely encapsulated in a perfect, beautiful translucent sphere, almost gossamer. And it contains, the shielding contains the golden white pink light, prime source, creator God's deep eternal love. It contains the essence of healing, Archangel Raphael's emerald green flaming healing light, the transmutation of the purple flame, and the cleansing of the violet ray. All of these powerful energies literally encasing, embracing, and flowing through you from head to toe, inside and out. You are completely protected and safe. Only deep eternal love from Prime Source Creator God can penetrate this field. You look and you see your higher self, you immediately embrace and join with your higher self. We are all in communication with our higher selves, and all higher selves that we have permission to communicate with. We advance. We elevate. Hand in hand, arm in arm, we float up above the planet softly, effortlessly. And as we're floating up, we call upon all of the light beings from all dimensions, all existences, all universes, all galaxies, everywhere, who are of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love. We ask them to join us in this meditation. All of the galactic star nations, all the benevolent civilizations, who are from eternal love, deep eternal love, and of deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation. We call upon all of the archangels, cherubim, seraphim, to join us in this meditation. In fact, all angels to join us in this meditation who are of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love. We call upon all of inner earth and hollow earth who are of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love to join us in this meditation. We call upon all of the ascended masters of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation. We call upon the sprites, the fairies, the gnomes, the elves, who are of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation. We call upon all of our loved ones who have passed in this life and all lives, who are of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation. We feel them coming in. We feel space, the darkness of space, dissipate, be eliminated. We also call upon the Pegasus. We call upon the unicorns. We call upon all sacred beings, all divine, of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love. And we thank them, and we praise them, and we embrace them as they join us, and we love them. We now are brighter than all the suns and all the universes. And we see, as we're up and up, we see our meditative sphere holding all of our meditations in perpetual motion. And it is shimmering and exuding deep eternal love. Powerful. And it is miraculous and loving. The golden white pink light, prime source creator God's deep eternal love. Archangel Raphael's emerald green flaming healing light. The purple transmuting flame and the violet ray. These are very powerful, powerful energies used in benevolence. We feel the rain start to saturate our heads, our crowns. Warm, penetrating, soothing, relaxing, easing and calming. Wonderful. Just totally rejuvenating you, elevating you, loving you. And this is a clearing as a reflection of self. This is a reflection of realizing that we communicate with all the inhabitants of this planet, that we wash them and penetrate them and saturate them with the deep eternal love and understanding that we are literally one. We are all together. We are all connected, snapped together. We are part of the golden ocean. We concentrate on ourselves and loving ourselves and eliminating all the negativities that we compile about ourselves, that we chastise ourselves, ridicule, negative, anger, frustration, desperation. And it all flows away. It serves us no purpose. We shall never not entertain it. It is superfluous to entertain it. It just makes it grow. And understanding that deep connection with every inhabitant of this planet, that they are us and we are them. So therefore, war, conflict, destruction, manipulation, greed, disease, aging, all of these things are not entertained. not entertained. They are not recognized from this day forward. Is it a task? Is it a challenge? It's what we've always been. Benevolent, loving, kind, supportive, nurturing, caring. It's what we are. This other stuff is mud on the windshield. We've washed it away. It has been neutralized. It no longer is going to try to serve us because it cannot. View this upon all inhabitants of this planet. View it across humanity. View it with yourself. Look in the mirror. Look at the reflection. Every single one of us are reflecting each other, whether it be good, whether it be bad, or whether it be indifferent. Saturate yourself with all the goodness that you are, and eliminate from yourself all of the badness that you aren't. I will join you in the meditation, and I will be back to close us out. importance of the connection of understanding and comprehension for all of us, because this segues into many other areas. Understanding our connection to each other is so paramount. Respecting ourselves as respecting others. It's always a reflection. Always. So you can see, I'm sure most of you can see, that this is part of our ascension. This is part of our elevation. Leaving all of this, a bunch of miscombobulated falsities that have been literally infused in humanity throughout thousands and thousands of years. Does it make any sense for us to attack ourselves? Does it make any sense for us to blow ourselves up? It's like in anything that we do. Reverence, honor, respect, ease, prosperity, bliss, all of it comes together. If you miss key elements, you can open some doors, but you have to get through the other doors to reach other areas, and you can't because those keys are missing. It's because we've been peppered, salt and peppered, with all of these negative infusions of misguidance, misdirection, anger, frustration, impatience, all of it. When you're in your now, imagine this, when you're in your now, all of humanity is in its now. All of this stuff gone. It's all gone. All of it. In a blink of the eye, it just goes poof and disappears forever, completely. And this is something that has been engaged, and it is something that will intensify for all of us to stay focused on these things, because if we don't, just like grease on the bottoms of your feet, it will slide you all over the place and bang you into the wall, and eventually you will just crash out. That has been going on way too long. We're taking the route we should have taken a long time ago. Peace, prosperity, happiness, bliss, and joy for ourselves. A wonderful, loving, deep relationship with our higher self. Completely one infusion of all of us. So remember something, when you're out there, or when you're just by yourself, you're using your mind more than your heart mind, and you start wandering off into the future, the past, and you're slipping away from the now, and you're not concentrating on who you are, what you are, how balanced you need to be, you will be, excuse me a second here, you will be in a blissful state and continue to stay in that blissful state as you expand and as you elevate up, progress. So, wonderful education and knowledge that we've already had, but have forgotten. Somewhere along the line it was blocked off from us. We're going to be having a time for change call, and we're going to be discussing in part of that call some technologies that we have been testing to see if these technologies are usable and effective. Believe me, I've witnessed many that are just not worth the material that they're made of. They're just not worth it to even share, period. So we have something that is very astronomical that will be, and again, these are in between the technology of the medbeds, replicators, and many other technologies that we'll be putting out. So, and I also see that some of you have had the problems today for some reason of coming in accessing your code and getting in, or it said it was wrong. We have little things that occur that if we're aware and awake, we can dispel them and not let them, which they're designed to do, to stress us or break us up emotionally, cause us to become angry, irritated, stressed, say. Those little things are slipped in there. And the call, of course, will be on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on this line. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an alternative line in case something happens to our frequent communication line, so that we will all be able to immediately go to that line. And I'll let you know when that has been implemented. We are also going to do a website that is just, and it's not about money or any of that. It's just a free access website that you go to, and you can access all the meditations. You can access all the time for change calls. They will all be on this site. And I will let you know when we get that up and operating, and the address and so on and so forth. This way everybody's got a place they can just go, and what we're going to work on is also have a comment section eventually on there where people can comment and say things, only in respect. If they are not in respect, it means they aren't in respect of themselves or any others. They just won't be allowed to communicate on there. So we're trying to get as much exposure out there as possible. So continue. We are just barely under the 1M mark. Okay? So continue. Do not ever stop presenting this out there to the world, to the planet, to humanity. I don't care if you've got a little MP3 player and you say, listen to this, and you've got one of your favorite meditations on there, and then let them listen to it and see what happens. You know, we are the pioneers. We are those who have built the runways and structures to bring in the new spirits and the elevation and new growth of humanity. So we're the stewards. We're the executors. You know, that's what we do. And we've all chosen to be together at this time to expand that and to touch everybody. And that's why we continue to do meditations every single day at 3 p.m., give or take a couple minutes. And pretty much we're, I don't know, 258 non-stop meditations. And everybody who's participated in this should be just very, very humble and pleased that they're participating as a family, because humanity is a family. And we're just, you know, it's elation that we keep expanding and growing. This is only the beginning. Only the beginning. So from Prime Source Creator God, I send to each and every one of you. And when I send this, when this is sent and requested to be sent, it's very powerful and impactful. It's not something to just kind of, okay, you know. And this is sending a balance of deep eternal love, of prosperity, abundance, wealth, everything that you desire, which is within you, which is reflecting and making you aware of the reality of this. Dream as big as you can and never stop dreaming. The dreams come from Prime Source Creator God, Father, Mother. They send you these so that you can aspire with these dreams. These dreams will become a reality. They'll become a reality. So we will be back here Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern, October 31st, which is we're going to do a special meditation. I suggest you get anybody and everybody that can possibly come to that meditation, period. And we will be doing a spectacular meditation due to what on this planet, they so-called celebrate. Okay? So, I suggest you be here. And so we'll be back here on the 31st at 3 p.m. Eastern, Wednesday.